Hey everybody, welcome back to Growing Organic. It has been a while since I posted a video, but I just want to give you a little tour of my front yard garden. I got a couple garden areas where it gets a lot of sun, and this is probably the sunniest place on the property, right in this corner here. I'm going to show you something that you're going to be really surprised about. We're here in San Diego near the beach, but here's some papayas, massive papayas. Now, that thing is larger than a football. These are really big. You got a lot of them coming up. So we're not in a tropical environment. These don't typically grow in San Diego. But these have been making it through the winter. You can see how many. I don't know how long it will be until it gets ripe, probably a couple more months. These are still really green. So I planted this actually from seed. You might be able to watch another one of my videos where I showed where I planted these from seed. If so, I'll put a link in the up in the corner so you can click on. So you can see the trunk on this thing. It's about 6 inches thick. This only took about, from seed, this is about 2 years at the most. So pretty quick, fast growing. You can see here I put in another orange tree, not orange, but it's a mandarin, and it's kind of getting a little bit choked out, I think, from the roots coming over to here. I guarantee that's probably struggling because it's a little tree. So make a note that if you're going to be planting a papaya, it's going to grow a lot quicker than most of your other trees, and don't put it too close where it's gonna choke out another tree, like a citrus that's gonna grow slower. So this is about harvest time for these mandarins, but you can see that the mandarins are definitely struggling. Let me walk over here. Let me show you. Here is another part of my garden. Here we have lettuces. I got this at the local nursery. They came in like a 6-pack. Purple, green. They're already growing. This has only been about a week. And these are carrots. Come in like a 6-pack, and you can tear them in half. So I actually have 12 now. And beyond that, you can see these are the seedlings I threw in about a week or two ago. They're already popping up. This is a variety of carrots. I got some rare kind of different types that are like reddish, dark red, almost purple. So those are going to be interesting to see how those come out. So this is January. End of January. I planted these, I think, 2-3 weeks ago. So this is a good time to be growing your lettuces, carrots in the early spring is when you want to do this. Before, you don't want to be growing lettuce in the summer when it's going to bolt and it just doesn't like the hot sun. So this is the time of year if you're going to be planting seeds. Put them in the ground early, and then you'll have a good harvest. What I'm going to do, actually, once I harvest all these in the next couple months, I'm going to end up putting a tree in this planter. So I have a tree ready to go. This used to be a compost pile, and let me show you right over here. I'm creating another compost pile over here. Here we have a very big hole, and eventually I'll put a tree here as well. So the thing is, when you're doing compost piles, once you have all your compost, if you have a place where you're going to be planting stuff, then you got to find another place to do your compost. So originally I was doing it here, And then once I get enough compost filled in, I will plant a tree. That's why this papaya is growing so well. It's growing in a lot of compost that I made myself, mixed with some other things. So over here, this is the pile, the new compost pile. So what we're gonna do is, you probably saw another one of my videos, saving all of the food scraps, coffee grinds, tea bags, banana peels, eggshells. There's a lot of nutrients that's going to be fertilizing your trees and plants, so there's no need to be throwing away all those food scraps. So let's go ahead and open this bucket up. This is like 2 weeks of compost. It's pretty nasty. This thing probably weighs 20 pounds. You got a 5-gallon bucket. Every couple weeks I'm accumulating this much stuff. So let's go ahead and dump this out. See how much stuff's in here. This hole is about, say, 2 feet deep, 2 feet wide minimum. This is about the size of a tree will eventually go in here, but what I want to do is, instead of making a compost pile, we're going to bury it. I'm just kind of breaking this up. You can see all the different things in here. What I do save is the paper from paper towel rolls, also the paper from egg cartons. You can see this stuff's been in here a while. It's kind of nasty. It's not pretty. You don't want to wait more than 2 weeks to kind of do this stuff, to dump it out, otherwise it's going to start stinking. So you can see all those goodies in there. What I'm going to do now is just, I got one hand on the camera, just kind of break it up a little bit. So I've been doing this for about 2 years, making compost, and this is another technique. If you don't have access to other, like a compost pile where you can cover it up with other material, you don't want to leave this stuff out. You will have raccoons digging through this and eating it. So the reason I bury it, because it does decompose very quickly. It's a very easy technique that anybody can do. So what you want to do now is, you got it kind of spread out. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up. That way, that's going to help. We'll keep the animals away. You don't want raccoons digging. And it's going to start helping decompose. If I don't, after this, I'm going to soak this really good with water. The water is going to help break down all that stuff, and really, you'll be surprised when you come back in a couple weeks. A lot of that stuff will literally be gone. It just disappears. So I'm not going to cover it all the way back up, just enough to so next time I can come back in here and I'll scoop it up and dump some more in there. So this is an ongoing process. So I'll probably be filling this hole for about a year. So each bucket in a year, you got about, each bucket's a 5-gallon bucket. So if in a year you'd have 52 weeks, so you're talking 26 buckets, 5-gallon buckets that will break down. And it kind of just, most of the food has water content, so it's going to break down pretty small. So anyway, that's a little garden tour of my backyard. I'll show you the front yard. Again, I haven't posted a video in a long time. Just too busy working, doing other things, but thought I'd show you guys what it looks like here. This is the basically February 1st, end of January 2019, and live right by the ocean in San Diego, so get a lot of overcast, a lot of overcast from the ocean, so we don't get, like, growing tomatoes here is not as easy with all the fog. apparently the papayas are doing really well. So this is one of the most exciting things that I've come across here. Growing amazingly well. So anyway, I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section, and I'll do some more videos coming up. Thanks for staying tuned, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.